To predict how a structural design warps under extreme stress, modern engineering relies on highly precise computational models, like finite element analysis. These algorithms provide an exact numerical solution to the governing physics equations. The exact parameters of a physical system, material properties, applied loads, dimensional tolerances, always carry uncertainty. Some variables naturally fluctuate, while others suffer from a lack of precise measurement. To quantify the effect of these uncertain inputs on the final output, engineers must propagate the variables through the model. This requires running Monte Carlo simulations, which randomly sample the input parameters across thousands or millions of iterations. A single run of a high-fidelity finite element model can take hours or even days across multiple CPUs. Multiplying that compute time by 1,000,000 necessary evaluations creates a bottleneck that no modern hardware architecture can solve. Because processing power is finite, the exact computational model can only be evaluated a handful of times. This generates a severely restricted experimental design, yielding a sparse scatter of known data points within the input space. To move past this limit, researchers use non-intrusive metamodeling. The exact model is treated entirely as a black box. The inner workings are ignored, and only the input vectors and their resulting outputs are collected. The goal is to construct an easy-to-evaluate surrogate model that predicts the system's responses across the entire unbroken input space, using only that sparse array of initial sample points. Replacing the rigorous physics simulation with a fast statistical approximation is the only way to process high-dimensional uncertainty quantification within a realistic timeframe. Historically, metamodeling has relied on two distinct architectures. The first is polynomial chaos expansions, or PCE. It creates a global approximation of the model, establishing a broad structural trend over the data. PCE achieves this by replacing the computational model with a series of multivariate orthonormal polynomials. These polynomials align with the probability distributions of the input variables to capture the macro behavior of the system. The second architecture is kriging, also known as Gaussian process modeling. Instead of calculating a global trend, kriging manages local variability. It assumes the response is a realization of a Gaussian random process, creating an interpolation grid that locks onto every known data point. PCE captures the global shape but misses local variance. Kriging interpolates the variance but lacks a sense of the overarching macro geometry. Selecting one architecture over the other restricts surrogate accuracy on complex physical topologies. We can test these limits using the Rastrigan function. This analytical benchmark combines a large, global parabolic bowl with high-frequency trigonometric oscillations, producing tight clusters of local minima and maxima. When applying a PCE model to this function, the algorithm faces an immediate problem. An infinite series of polynomials cannot be processed. The series must be truncated to avoid an exponential explosion in calculation time, known as the curse of dimensionality. Researchers apply a hyperbolic truncation scheme based on a Q-norm tuning parameter to eliminate high-degree interaction polynomials, isolating a sparse set of low-degree predictive terms. This is the resulting PCE prediction, plotted against the exact Rastrigan contour. The smooth parabola entirely overwrites the complex local textures of the function. Spectral expansions evaluate the broad quadratic curves efficiently, but this rigid global focus blinds the model to the high-frequency local oscillations that characterize the actual terrain. Alternatively, an ordinary kriging model approaches the same problem by utilizing a Matern autocorrelation function. It models the output strictly as a stationary Gaussian process. Here is the ordinary kriging prediction plotted against the Rastrigan benchmark. It perfectly intersects the sparse data points. But between these points, the prediction flatlines, capturing the local spikes while completely ignoring the parabolic bowl they sit inside. To resolve this, researchers upgraded to universal kriging, proposing a structural unification. They replaced the flat constant mean with a sum of pre-selected functions. This is the standard kriging equation, where the response relies on a simple trend parameter plus the Gaussian process variance. By stripping out the simple trend parameter, researchers inserted optimal polynomials from the PCE framework directly into the kriging architecture. The first half is now a sparse polynomial sum, defining the mean value of the Gaussian process. The mathematical labor is divided. The polynomials approximate the global macrogeometry of the system, while the Gaussian process interpolates the localized residual variance. Building this new model requires identifying exactly which sparse set of orthonormal polynomials belongs in the trend component. A standard universal Kriging model to not deduce this automatically. The optimal PC Kriging algorithm solves this via least angle regression, or LAR. This algorithm ranks individual polynomials based strictly on their correlation to the current output residual, ordering them from most to least relevant. The algorithm iterates. It adds the ranked polynomials to the Kriging trend one by one. With each single addition, it recalibrates the trend coefficients and the autocorrelation parameters. To evaluate each iteration without consuming more sample data, the algorithm uses analytical leave-one-out cross-validation. It measures the prediction error of the current polynomial set. The final optimal PC Kriging model is chosen simply by selecting the iteration that achieved the absolute minimum cross-validation error, perfectly mapping both the global bowl and the local bumps of the rastrogen function. Testing polynomials individually prevents the combined model from overfitting the sparse data, ensuring the equations remain lean and predictive. Visual geometric proofs illustrate the mechanism, but validating the architecture requires empirical statistical performance metrics. The technique was tested across multiple analytical benchmark functions, escalating in complexity and dimensionality to measure the exact error rates. The tests included the Ishigami function, a smooth model with 3 independent input parameters. Next, the Sobel function, an 8-dimensional input space that behaves non-smoothly at specific coordinate intersections, and the Morris function, a 20-dimensional input space containing a high volume of interactive terms across different random variables. This grid of box plots maps the relative generalization error against the experimental design size, n. On the far right, where sample size is highest, the plots shrink and align near the zero-error baseline. When provided with abundant experimental data, PCE, Kriging, and PC Kriging all converge toward high accuracy and low generalization errors. Abundant computational budgets mask architectural inefficiencies. True surrogate performance is only exposed under severe data limits. Moving to the far left side of the performance charts reveals the behavior when the sample size n is drastically restricted to 16 or 32 data points. In these restricted zones on the complex Sobel and Morris models, the median generalization error of standalone PCE spikes due to a lack of data. Ordinary Kriging errors fluctuate widely, but optimal PC Kriging maintains the lowest median error. Crucially, it exhibits a tighter vertical compression. This dense whisker spread indicates high stability and low variance, meaning prediction reliability remains intact even when data is scarce. By mathematically unifying global polynomial tracking with local Gaussian interpolation, the architecture extracts maximal predictive accuracy from a minimal set of coordinates. This dual approach extracts data efficiently, allowing engineers to bypass computational limits and execute reliable simulations on complex structural designs.